Hello, my dear Scorpio suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to the astrology predictions for the month of September. This is going to be a very meaningful month because we have major events happening in the sky. We have Saturn transitioning back into the sign of Pisces. We have Uranus stationing retrograde in the sign of Gemini. Two eclipses are happening, one in Pisces and one in the sign of Virgo. And then we also have Mars entering the sign of Scorpio. So big things happening here, major shifts, major changes, and September, I think, is going to be very meaningful. So for you, my dear Scorpios, Saturn entering your fifth house again is going to teach you a lot of things regarding your children. If you have children, I'm going to play out different scenarios like I always do. So if you have kids, Saturn here is going to teach you how to do a lot of discipline, how to set boundaries with your kids, how to take care of them. There might be some sort of situation happening in one of their lives that is going to make you feel somewhat restricted, maybe because you need to take care of one of your kids. Whereas for others of you, you're going to simply have situations happening with one of your children where you have to establish some sort of boundary with them. They might be the ones that are doing it with you, or you might be the one that is doing it with them. Saturn here can also teach you, dear Scorpios, a lot of discipline when it comes to dealing with your creative skills and artistic abilities that you have. Especially if you have a small business, you're going to learn how to be proactive and very structured in the way how you bring things into existence, in the way how you create. So if you have a business, you might be prone to attracting customers your way, but also by being very disciplined and wise and smart about it. So it's not going to be like an impulsive kind of reaction towards your clients and customers, but more it's going to be like a structured approach, a matured approach, a very down to earth approach to them. With Saturn here, a lot of you Scorpios can have the opportunity to go on dates with individuals that maybe are older than you, or people that are wiser, people that have a lot of experience in their life that can teach you new things. For others of you, Saturn can maybe restrict you in the sense of you might not be able to go out there and have as much fun as you used to before. Um, but still you might be able to maybe spend time with people that you are gaining something from, learning something from, people that are wise and mature in nature, older people, like I already said. So you can have some profound experiences in that sense. Maybe these individuals are going to teach you how to be creative, how to open your own business, how to take advantage of your own skills and abilities so that you can monetize them. There could be a lot of circumstances and situations that can bring individuals that can teach you big things here. Now, moving forward, we're going to have Uranus stationing retrograde in the sign of Gemini. And this is your eighth house, my dear Scorpios. Uranus here is bringing shakeups when it comes to your shared resources and finances that you have with somebody else. And I know that's very important to you because you're a Scorpio. So, shared resources and finances, can be the focus in the sense that there could be sudden changes here. Maybe something happens in the life of anybody that you're sharing your finances with that can take you by surprise, that can either shift your joint finances, it can increase them or it can decrease them, or it could simply change the direction when it comes to the way how you're making money together. This can be shared resources. This can also be investments that you have in place. So there could be shakeups there. For some of you, there could be some sort of windfall here. Uranus brings sudden surprises, sudden ability to make money through other people's money. But at the same time, exercise caution because Uranus, just as it surprises you by making a lot of money, can also surprise you by not making as much as money as you thought. So still exercise caution and be careful here. The eighth house is also the house of transformation. So, for some of you Scorpios, there could be some sort of situation happening outside of you. Maybe that is tied to your children, maybe that is tied to your work, to your job, or to your friends. That kind of takes you by surprise in a way that you are touched at the emotional level, at the core level, and therefore you have to do some sort of transformation within you to be able to handle this situation. The eighth house is also the house of um, taboo things, astrology as well. Some of you might feel prone to getting an astrology reading, maybe from an astrologer, or to meet a psychic, have some sort of spiritual cleansing, some sort of energy cleansing here. Okay, so let's talk about the eclipse now. On September 7th, we have the first eclipse in the sign of Pisces. It is with the North Node and is highlighting all the fifth house matters that I already talked about. The Saturn is helping you learn from and create some sort of discipline there. So the eclipse here can talk about maybe a romantic partner showing up in your life, dear Scorpios. You might be able to meet somebody romantically that is going to again teach you a lot of things. With the presence of Saturn here, the odds are that that individual is very wise in nature. But at the same time, you're going to know how to enjoy yourselves, how to have fun. This person is somebody that you have some sort of karmic ties with because this eclipse is with the North Node. That person is helping you accomplish your life mission at this point of time and is helping you develop your personal character in profound ways, in very emotional ways as well, because this is the energy of Pisces here. So you can feel very compassionate towards this individual, or it could be that that individual feels very compassionate towards you. Some of you Scorpios might need to let go of your children because maybe they are moving away, they are going somewhere else, maybe they're going to college, maybe they're moving in with their spouse, and you might need to kind of let go and let them on their own. But as you do so, I don't think it's going to be emotionally heavy. I think you're going to have a lot of space for healing and to be at peace because that's how Pisces is. You are going to be willing to kind of let go and also feel safe in your emotional world for letting your little ones, you know, go away, move away, or kind of restart life on their own. Um, if you don't have any children, the eclipse here can talk about sudden pregnancy. Maybe some of you Scorpios are going to have a child soon that you have some sort of karmic soul contract with. Of course, it doesn't mean that you're gonna have your child on September 7th. The effects of the eclipse can be felt 6 months after. But definitely some opportunity to, you know, have children if that's something that you've been wanting to do for a while. A lot of you Scorpios may experience also financial windfalls under this energy that is coming from risky investments, but that you still have put some discipline on, that you've still been very careful on. So you can reap some rewards under this eclipse. Just be careful because if you haven't learned the lessons regarding these risky investments, uh, this can also indicate losses because whenever there's eclipses, things can be added to our lives or they can also be removed, and they're very intense in that sense. Okay, so now let's move forward into the eclipse in the sign of Virgo, which is happening on September 21st. This eclipse is happening in your 11th house, and it is having a lot of you Scorpios question your social groups. Under this eclipse, you might be able to leave a social group, leave friends that maybe don't align with your soul purpose anymore. It could be that there are situations outside of you that kind of removes these people from your lives. Maybe one of your friends moves away or gets married, moves to another country, to another city, or you could be the one that is making those changes depending on your personal chart, and therefore your paths kind of split and separate. For others of you, under this energy, it could be the other way around to maybe where you are meeting new people and meeting your friends, making your friends that you have some sort of karmic soul contract with, but they can help you in your growth. They can help you achieve your long-term dreams and goals for the future. They can help you have a better and bigger vision about your life in general. Again, big opportunities here for financial rewards as well, for financial windfalls, but just exercise caution, like I already mentioned. Some of you Scorpios are going to feel very prone to reevaluating your long-term dreams and plans for the future. You might be reevaluating them because there could be a situation outside of you that is having you kind of reassess them. And some of you are going to feel like, oh, maybe this is the direction that I need to take and not this one. So you might gain a lot of clarity in that sense. If you have a job and work in an organization, there might be some sort of change here too. Maybe you're changing your work environment, working with new people, new colleagues. Some of you might feel this desire to maybe change jobs and change careers, and therefore the organization that you're working in is going to change. Again, this might happen in the next 6 months, so not exactly on the day of the eclipse. Keep that in mind. Moving forward, Mars is going to enter the sign of Scorpio. So it's going to enter your first house, and is going to have a lot of you maybe be physically more active in general. You might want to work out more, to go to the gym, to walk more, to run more, to do more cardio. You might feel very excited to take care of your physical body. You might also feel more like stronger and more powerful and have more stamina in general to deal with your day-to-day routines and your day-to-day things that you have to do. Some of you Scorpios may feel a little angry or anxious towards your partner, long-term partner, especially if you have one, if you are in a marriage, or if you have a long-term business partnership. Then you might feel a bit more aggressive, but at the same time, some of you, you might just be more straightforward and courageous in expressing your individuality, your character, your personality, your thoughts, your point of view. And that could be taken sometimes not as lightly from the other person, but you're still going to come across as very strong, like very strong-willed, which I guess it can be a good thing, right? Mars here in the first house is also going to make some of you Scorpios dress up more attractive, provocative, look hotter, and look more fit in general. People may be drawn to you in that sense. And you're also going to express more vitality and be more magnetizing to other people so they can be more attracted to you in general. You're going to feel very passionate to take on a new direction in your life. Maybe it can be tied to these eclipses in your 5th house and 11th house, but you're gonna have the drive and stamina to start something first, start something new that can be very exciting and very, looking forward to, because with Mars in the first house, that's like starting something new in your life. And with Mars here, you're going to have the drive, the passion to just press forward no matter what obstacles come your way. This is what I have for you, my dear Scorpios, for this prediction. Of course, there's other things happening in the sky, but I felt like these are the most important main things. I'm going to wish you the best of luck under this energy. Let me know down in the comments below if you already feel this. And I'm going to wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.